Joe Rogan, born Joseph James Rogan on August 11, 1967, in Newark, New Jersey, is a renowned American comedian, podcast host, mixed martial arts, MMA, color commentator, and television presenter. Rogan's early life laid the foundation for his multifaceted career, marked by humor, intellectual curiosity, and a passion for combat sports. Rogan's family moved to San Francisco, California, when he was just 5 years old. Growing up, he displayed a mischievous and rebellious nature, often getting into trouble in school. However, his keen wit and quick thinking allowed him to develop a comedic edge from an early age. Rogan's humor became a coping mechanism, helping him navigate through the challenges of his formative years. As a teenager, Rogan developed a fascination with martial arts, finding solace and discipline in the practice. He began training in karate and taekwondo, laying the groundwork for his future involvement in combat sports. Rogan's passion for martial arts deepened, leading him to achieve a black belt in taekwondo by the age of 15. After completing high school, Rogan briefly attended the University of Massachusetts, Boston. However, he found the traditional education system unsatisfying and opted to pursue his interests outside of academia. Rogan's thirst for knowledge and intellectual growth led him to explore various subjects, including psychology, philosophy, and the mysteries of the universe. In the late 1980s, Rogan discovered stand-up comedy. He found inspiration in comedians like Richard Pryor, Sam Kinison, and Bill Hicks, who combined humor with social commentary. Rogan began performing at local comedy clubs in Boston, honing his skills and gradually gaining recognition for his distinctive style and thought-provoking routines. In 1994, Rogan's career took a significant leap forward when he joined the cast of the popular television show, News Radio. The sitcom provided him with a platform to showcase his comedic talent and brought him national attention. Despite the success, Rogan's true passion lay in pursuing stand-up comedy and exploring his diverse interests. Throughout his career, Rogan's fascination with martial arts and combat sports remained a constant. In 1997, he joined the Ultimate Fighting Championship, UFC, as a backstage interviewer and soon became a color commentator, providing insightful analysis during fights. Rogan's deep knowledge of martial arts, combined with his charismatic presence, made him a beloved figure in the MMA community. In 2009, Rogan launched the Joe Rogan Experience, a long-form podcast that quickly gained a massive following. The podcast became an outlet for Rogan to engage in conversations with a wide range of guests, including scientists, comedians, philosophers, and experts from various fields. His ability to blend humor, intellectual curiosity, and open-mindedness made the podcast a platform for thought-provoking discussions on diverse topics. Beyond his comedy and podcasting ventures, Rogan has remained an active participant in the world of MMA. His passion for martial arts led him to practice Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, where he earned a black belt under the renowned instructor Jean-Jacques Machado. Rogan's expertise and love for the sport have solidified his position as one of the most respected voices in MMA. Joe Rogan's early life laid the groundwork for his multifaceted career, shaped by humor, intellectual exploration, and a dedication to martial arts. From his rebellious youth to his rise as a comedian, podcast host, and MMA commentator, Rogan's journey showcases his unique blend of wit, curiosity, and passion for diverse subjects. Joe Rogan's early involvement in mixed martial arts, MMA, played a pivotal role in shaping his career and establishing him as a respected figure within the sport. While Rogan is primarily known as a comedian and podcast host, his passion for martial arts led him to become a prominent commentator and advocate for MMA. Rogan's interest in martial arts dates back to his teenage years when he began training in karate and taekwondo. His dedication to the craft eventually led him to earn a black belt in taekwondo. However, it wasn't until later in his life that Rogan delved deeper into the world of MMA. In the early 1990s, the Ultimate Fighting Championship, UFC, emerged as a premier organization showcasing various martial arts disciplines in a competitive format. Rogan was captivated by the concept of MMA, which allowed practitioners of different fighting styles to compete against one another. He became an avid viewer and supporter of the sport. In 1997, Rogan's passion for MMA intersected with his burgeoning career in comedy when he joined the UFC as a backstage interviewer. His quick wit and natural charisma made him a natural fit for the role, and he quickly became a recognizable face within the organization. Over time, Rogan's role within the UFC expanded. He transitioned from his initial position as a backstage interviewer to becoming a color commentator for the organization's pay-per-view events. Rogan's insightful analysis, deep knowledge of martial arts, and ability to convey the intricacies of fights to the viewers garnered widespread acclaim. As a commentator, Rogan brought a unique blend of humor, enthusiasm, and technical expertise to the UFC broadcasts. His passion for the sport was evident in his energetic and often animated commentary. Rogan's ability to break down the techniques, strategies, and psychology behind the fights resonated with fans and further solidified his standing within the MMA community. Beyond his commentary duties, Rogan also contributed to other aspects of the UFC. He served as the host of the reality TV show, The Ultimate Fighter, for several seasons, offering guidance and mentorship to aspiring fighters. Additionally, Rogan has been involved in interviewing fighters inside the octagon after their bouts, allowing viewers to gain insights into their mindset and experiences. Rogan's involvement in MMA extends beyond his work with the UFC. He is an advocate for the sport and has expressed a deep respect for the physical and mental challenges it presents. Rogan is also an accomplished practitioner of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, BJJ, having earned a black belt under the renowned instructor Jean-Jacques Machado. While Rogan's focus on MMA has diminished over the years due to his numerous other ventures, his contributions to the sport during his early career were instrumental in elevating its popularity and credibility. His passion, knowledge, and charisma as a commentator helped bring MMA to a wider audience and played a significant role in shaping its perception as a legitimate sporting discipline. Joe Rogan's comedy career spanned several decades and has cemented his status as one of the most influential and successful comedians of his generation. Known for his unfiltered and thought-provoking style, Rogan's journey in the world of comedy showcases his evolution as an artist and his ability to captivate audiences with his unique brand of humor. Rogan's foray into comedy began in the late 1980s when he started performing at local comedy clubs in the Boston area. Drawing inspiration from comedic legends like Richard Pryor, Sam Kinison, and Bill Hicks, Rogan developed his own voice and style, combining sharp wit, social commentary, and an unapologetic approach. In the early years, Rogan faced the challenges that most comedians encounter, performing in small venues, refining his material, and honing his stage presence. However, his talent and dedication paid off, leading to increased recognition and opportunities. One significant milestone in Rogan's career came in 1994 when he joined the cast of the hit television sitcom, News Radio. The show provided him with a platform to showcase his comedic skills to a broader audience. Rogan's portrayal of Joe Borelli, the electrician with a quick sense of humor, endeared him to viewers and added to his growing popularity. Despite the success on television, Rogan's true passion always lay in stand-up comedy. He continued to perform live shows, refining his material and pushing the boundaries with his edgy and fearless style. Rogan's routines often tackled controversial topics, including politics, drugs, sex, and human behavior, offering a unique and unabashed perspective. Rogan's comedy specials further propelled his career. In 2000, he released his debut hour-long special, I'm Gonna Be Dead Someday, showcasing his ability to blend storytelling, observational humor, and social commentary. This was followed by critically acclaimed specials like Joe Rogan, Live from the Belly of the Beast, 2001, Joe Rogan, Talking Monkeys in Space, 2009, and Joe Rogan, Triggered, 2016. These specials allowed Rogan to reach a broader audience, solidifying his reputation as a comedian with a distinct voice. In addition to his stand-up performances, Rogan's involvement in podcasting has further expanded his comedic reach. In 2009, he launched The Joe Rogan Experience, a long-form podcast where he engages in conversations with a wide range of guests, including comedians, scientists, philosophers, and experts from various fields. The podcast's success has made Rogan one of the most influential and listened-to voices in the media, further solidifying his position as a comedy heavyweight. Rogan's comedy is characterized by his ability to provoke thought while delivering laughs. He fearlessly dives into controversial subjects, challenging societal norms and exploring the complexities of human existence. Rogan's style is marked by authenticity, as he fearlessly expresses his own views, creating a sense of connection and relatability with his audience. Throughout his career, Rogan has remained a constant presence in the comedy scene, touring extensively and continuing to release new material. His comedic prowess, coupled with his success in other fields, has made him a revered figure in the entertainment industry. Joe Rogan's comedy career is a testament to his talent, perseverance, and willingness to push boundaries. From humble beginnings in local clubs to becoming one of the most influential comedians of his time, Rogan's journey has been defined by his relentless pursuit of truth, humor, and the art of making people laugh. Joe Rogan's podcast career has been a groundbreaking venture that has redefined the landscape of long-form conversations and established him as one of the most influential podcast hosts in the world. The Joe Rogan Experience, launched in 2009, has become a cultural phenomenon, attracting millions of listeners and featuring a wide array of guests from various fields. Rogan's podcasting journey showcases his curiosity, authenticity, and ability to engage in thought-provoking conversations that span a range of topics. The Joe Rogan Experience, JRE, began as an experiment, driven by Rogan's desire to have meaningful conversations that delve deeper than what traditional media outlets could offer. The podcast initially gained traction through Rogan's existing fan base and his reputation as a comedian and MMA commentator. However, it didn't take long for the podcast to reach a much broader audience and become one of the most popular and influential shows in the podcasting realm. Rogan's podcast format is characterized by its long-form nature, with episodes often spanning several hours. This extended format allows for more in-depth discussions and enables guests to explore complex subjects at length. Rogan's approach is conversational, creating a relaxed atmosphere where guests can express their thoughts openly and engage in a genuine exchange of ideas. One of the key factors contributing to the success of JRE is Rogan's ability to attract an incredibly diverse range of guests. The podcast has hosted individuals from various fields, including science, technology, entertainment, politics, sports, and academia. This wide spectrum of guests has led to fascinating conversations that tackle everything from the mysteries of the universe to current events and cultural phenomena. Rogan's curiosity and intellectual openness shine through in his podcast interviews. He actively seeks out guests who have expertise in their respective fields or possess unique perspectives. This commitment to engaging with a broad range of ideas has contributed to the podcast's reputation as a platform for free thought and open dialogue. One of the defining aspects of JRE is Rogan's willingness to explore controversial topics and engage with guests whose views may differ from his own. He encourages guests to express their opinions fully and engages in thoughtful discussions, challenging assumptions and seeking deeper understanding. This commitment to open discourse has resonated with audiences seeking substantive conversations in an era dominated by sound bites and polarization. Throughout the podcast's history, JRE has featured a multitude of notable guests, including scientists like Neil deGrasse Tyson and Brian Greene, politicians such as Bernie Sanders and Tulsi Gabbard, comedians like Dave Chappelle and Bill Burr, and cultural icons like Elon Musk and Robert Downey Jr. These conversations have provided unique insights, sparked public discourse, and occasionally generated significant media attention. Beyond the guest lineup, JRE's success is also attributed to Rogan's hosting style. Rogan's laid-back demeanor and ability to connect with guests on a personal level foster an environment of authenticity and trust. He skillfully combines humor, wit, and empathy, creating a comfortable space where guests feel encouraged to share their stories, experiences, and expertise. The impact of the Joe Rogan Experience extends beyond the realm of podcasting. Rogan's interviews have sparked public debates, influenced popular culture, and even shaped public opinion on certain topics. Notably, his interview with Elon Musk in 2018 garnered widespread attention, where the discussion on AI, space exploration, and Tesla's future went viral and was widely covered by mainstream media. In 2020, Rogan signed an exclusive licensing deal with Spotify, further elevating the podcast's reach and cementing its status as a major player in the industry. The move to Spotify allowed for greater accessibility to JRE's extensive library of episodes, exposing new audiences to the show and solidifying Rogan's place in podcasting history. The Joe Rogan Experience has also been instrumental in democratizing podcasting. As one of the first podcasts to gain mainstream recognition and a massive audience, JRE has inspired countless individuals to start their own shows. The success of Rogan's format, coupled with his candid and unfiltered approach, has influenced the direction of podcasting as a whole, encouraging more in-depth and conversational content across the medium. Rogan's podcasting journey hasn't been without its fair share of controversies and criticisms. Some episodes and discussions have faced backlash due to the controversial nature of certain guests or topics. However, Rogan has remained steadfast in his commitment to providing a platform for open dialogue and free expression. He has addressed criticisms, clarified his intentions, and defended the importance of allowing different voices to be heard. In addition to his hosting duties, Rogan has used his platform to advocate for podcasting as an art form and as a powerful medium for long-form conversations. He has spoken at conferences and events, sharing his insights and experiences in podcasting, and has been a vocal proponent of the creative freedom and potential for deep engagement that podcasts offer. Rogan's impact on the podcasting industry cannot be overstated. His success has not only influenced the medium but has also led to significant shifts in the media landscape. Traditional media outlets have recognized the power of long-form conversations and have adapted their formats to incorporate similar styles of content. Rogan's move to Spotify, in particular, sparked a wave of exclusive podcast deals and increased competition among platforms. The Joe Rogan Experience has also highlighted the financial potential of podcasting. Rogan's deal with Spotify reportedly exceeded $100 million, setting a new standard for podcasters and showcasing the monetization possibilities within the medium. This has inspired many content creators to pursue podcasting as a viable career path. As the podcasting landscape continues to evolve, Rogan remains a prominent figure in the industry. His dedication to engaging conversations, authentic hosting style, and unwavering commitment to intellectual curiosity have earned him a loyal following and cemented his status as a podcasting pioneer. In conclusion, Joe Rogan's podcast career with The Joe Rogan Experience has had a transformative impact on the podcasting world. With his long-form conversations, diverse range of guests, and commitment to authentic dialogue, Rogan has created a platform that encourages deep engagement, sparks public discourse, and influences popular culture. His success has not only propelled his own career but has also helped shape the direction and potential of podcasting as a whole. Joe Rogan, as a prominent figure in the media landscape, has not been immune to controversies throughout his career. While he has a vast and diverse fan base, his opinions and statements have sometimes sparked debate, criticism, and backlash. It is important to note that the following account highlights some of the key controversies associated with Joe Rogan, but it may not encompass every controversy or provide an exhaustive analysis of each situation. One of the main sources of controversy surrounding Rogan is his hosting of guests with controversial viewpoints or opinions. Some argue that by providing a platform for individuals with contentious or fringe views, Rogan amplifies their ideas and gives them a larger audience. Critics claim that this can legitimize and normalize ideas that are widely seen as harmful or dangerous. For example, his interviews with figures like Alex Jones, Milo Yiannopoulos, and Gavin McInnes have drawn criticism due to their history of promoting conspiracy theories, hate speech, or controversial ideologies. Rogan has also faced backlash for some of his own statements. In the past, he has made comments that have been perceived as transphobic or insensitive towards the transgender community. Critics argue that these remarks perpetuate harmful stereotypes and contribute to the marginalization and discrimination faced by transgender individuals. Rogan has addressed these criticisms and clarified his stance, stating that his intent is not to harm or demean anyone, but rather to engage in open discussions and explore different perspectives. Another controversy that has surrounded Rogan relates to his endorsement and promotion of unconventional or controversial medical treatments and theories. For instance, he has expressed support for the use of certain alternative medicines, like CBD oil, and has discussed his personal experiences with therapies such as sensory deprivation tanks and psychedelics. While these topics generate interest and curiosity, critics argue that Rogan's platform can lead to the spread of unproven or pseudoscientific claims, potentially misleading his listeners and undermining evidence-based practices. Furthermore, Rogan's decision to sign an exclusive licensing deal with Spotify in 2020 generated controversy. As part of the deal, some episodes from the JRE archives were not transferred to Spotify, leading to accusations of censorship and concerns about the control and influence of a large corporation over podcast content. However, Rogan has stated that the decision was based on concerns related to copyright and licensing issues rather than censorship. It is worth noting that Rogan has also faced criticism for his interviewing style, with some arguing that he does not sufficiently challenge or fact-check guests who make unsubstantiated claims. Critics assert that this approach can lead to the dissemination of misinformation or allow guests to advance their own agendas without sufficient scrutiny. Despite the controversies surrounding him, Rogan's popularity and influence have continued to grow. While his platform provides a space for diverse voices and perspectives, it has also raised questions about responsibility, ethics, and the potential impact of giving a platform to controversial figures or ideas. As with any public figure, it is essential to engage in critical thinking and consider multiple perspectives when evaluating controversial statements or actions. Understanding the nuances of the controversies surrounding Joe Rogan requires careful examination of the specific incidents, the context in which they occurred, and the ongoing discussions and debates they have generated.